Dear students, today I will discuss some important questions of the chapter, The Rat Trap. The first question is about unexpected behavior and reactions of the characters. If we look at the characters in this lesson, we find that the peddler who was not welcomed by anybody, whom nobody liked, he was welcomed by Crofter. Crofter not only gave him shelter, he gave him porridge to eat, tobacco to smoke, and played a game of cards with him. Ironmaster invited Peddler. Peddler was in need of shelter, food, clothes, but he declined the offer of Ironmaster. This is also unexpected. Again, when his daughter Edla Wilmanson persuaded him, he accepted the offer of Edla Wilmanson. Then the question rises here, why once he declined the offer and the other time he accepted the offer? And when he went to the Ironmaster's manor house, and when the Ironmaster came to know his reality, the Ironmaster wanted to him to leave the manor house immediately. It is just unexpected from the Ironmaster, who himself invited him earlier. Now he was asking him to go out from his house. Adla Wilmanson convinced her father. It is unexpected that the Ironmaster, who was very much rigid to hand over him to the sheriff, was convinced by Adla Wilmanson. And the very unexpected thing that happened at the end, a big transformation of the peddler. He changed into a gentleman. So all these are unexpected behaviors, reactions of the characters. The other question is about the title. What is the significance of the title? Title is Rattrap, and Selma Lagerlof, the writer, has used this very apt and logical title. This Rattrap, the title is used as a metaphor for the world. The world is like a rat trap, and human beings are like rats. Like the rat is captured by offering him bait of cheese or pork, in the same way, human beings are attracted by the riches, joys, food, and shelter. These are like bait for the people, and people become restless, helpless, and powerless to get all these things. The whole story revolves around the vagabond who was the rat trap seller. He was a tramp, and he philosophizes also. Suddenly, he was struck with an idea when he was thinking about his rat traps, small rat traps, that the whole world is like a rat trap. And he was musing that people are already being trapped and some people are on the way to be trapped. And he himself became the victim of this bait also. The money shown to him by Crofter, the 30 kroners became a bait for him, and he robbed him. He cheated his own guest, who was his very good host. So see how these attractions can trap people. He stole money because he had the greed for money. This is, the money became a bait for him, and he was trapped into it. So the title is very much apt, very much logical, because all the characters in this story become the victim of this or that bait. Now the next question comes here. Peddler enjoy sympathy of readers. If we talk about Peddler, Selma Lagerlof draws character of Peddler with sympathy and understanding. She wants to convey a message that Paddler represents human weaknesses. We all human beings have weaknesses, and he was not beyond that. He was the product of circumstances. Sometimes circumstances are unfavorable, and a very good person turns into evil person, but never devoid of basic human goodness. Man is never devoid of the basic human goodness. Means human goodness is inherent. It is always all in his heart. And this essential goodness which is hidden inside the human being can be awakened through love and understanding. If we treat a person with love and understanding, even the evilest person can turn into good human being. Adler played many roles. Sometimes he became vagabond, sometimes became beggar, thief, then philosopher. He turned into philosopher and considered the world as a whole rat trap, considered the whole world as a rat trap, and ultimately he was transformed into a gentleman also. So we can see him in various forms. It is the human weakness. He was pragmatist also. He was very practical towards life. When he found that business was not profitable, he resorted to begging and thievery. He was tempted by the money of the crofter and he stole his money. So and at the end, he raises to the heights. He became real captain. A big transformation came into him because of the good behavior of Edward Wilmanson. He was witty and humorous also. He knows how to deal with the tricky situations. Many problems came in front of him and he dealt with all of them in a very tricky way, in a very cleverly in a very clever way. And you know that at the end, when he left a small rat trap, a letter, and wanted the money to be given back to the crofter, for all that transformation the readers forgave him. So I hope that you understand. The another question is, the story focuses on human loneliness. All normal human beings like to live in society. They want company, they want to talk to the people, but we see in this chapter that all the characters, they are all alone. Adler was alone, and to remove his loneliness he sells rat traps. Crofter welcomes Adler only because he wanted to remove his loneliness, and he wanted some company to talk to. Iron Master and his daughter, they invited Adler because they wanted some company on the eve of Christmas. Means all the characters in the story, they all seek for company, they all are lonely, and they want some company to remove their loneliness, and they were seeking for some good companion. So this is the answer of this question. I hope that you have understood. Thanks for watching.